For those who are interested in knowing what type of display tablet I use, it's this one because I wasn't about to pay $800, 1,000 plus for a Cintiq Wacom. I've heard they're great. I'm sure they're great. I almost did buy Wacom, but I kind of did the pros and cons versus things. And as far as price goes, this versus the Wacom, this had like minor cons to it that aren't that inconvenient for me. To where I was like, okay, I'm gonna just buy this and not Wacom because, again, the money. So, but from 2008 to 2018, late 2018, I had a $50 Genius tablet, non-display, which got the job done. But as you probably know, some of you know, drawing with a mouse sucks, and then when you upgrade to a non-display tablet and not being able to see where you're drawing, and you have to look up at the computer screen, it stinks too. But it's not as bad as drawing with the mouse because that's very painful. Please, y'all, just spend $50 or something to get just to get a tablet. I wish I never did that. Like 2 years of drawing with my wrist, I was like, ugh. And the quality's terrible. At least when I was doing it. But anyways, I upgraded in 2018 to this. It's good size. It's not real big. It's not real small. It fits my stroke type. I do both short and long strokes. Somebody who does very short strokes, they could probably do a smaller tablet. And then if you're a mixture like me, obviously the bigger the better. And yeah. So anyways, I have 3 screens that I use. This one is more red. This one is kind of like a good mixture of red and blue. And then there's this tablet, which the colors, the gamut is much smaller than the other ones. But so basically I get 3 views of color and gives me an idea of what some people might see, when they look at an image. So anyways, the pros of this is the price. The cons are very minor. It comes with a whole bunch of nibs on the stand. I just took apart. I'm still on the same nib after a year or two, but I don't draw like I used to, like when I was a kid. And some people still do this as adults. They just press so hard when they're drawing. And that's very painful. I don't recommend that, but people do it. And the con of doing that on this tablet, it's not really heavy or light, but doing it when it's upright towards you, it pushes it. So sometimes that happens with me if I don't catch myself and I start to get too rough. I'll just be pushing while I'm drawing. Other con is it has to be connected, but it does have 10 shortcuts right here that you could program yourself. I don't use them because I'm stubborn. So when I draw, I'm just like, I'm over here doing this, and I'm doing this, because I'm so used to my keyboard. I mean, one day I'll probably use these hotkeys. They're actually assigned, and I remember them, but I don't know what it is about. I'm just used to it, I guess. The pro about it is it also comes with the glove, screen protector, but you have to, as you can see, the light behind me is reflecting off it very heavily, so that is another con. You want light not behind you. The battery life is a pro. This can last a few days. I charge it once a week just in case, but I think I had read it can last for like 16 plus hours, not even charged. Another con though is when you open up Photoshop, Clip Studio, or whatever, sometimes this does not want to wake up, and so you don't get no pressure, you don't get nothing. Sometimes it won't even work as like a mouse, like it's just dead asleep. So what you do to fix that is you plug it in. You might have to plug it in a few times and touch it, unplug this a few times, or you actually have to go to the shortcut for GAOMON, like you're going to collaborate everything. and edit your hotkeys. So you open it up, and sometimes that'll wake it up. And you usually have to do any of these things before you open up your program. So that is also an annoying con. That's probably like my most annoying con I hate. The other con is after you calibrate it for drawing, as you can see, it doesn't really line up. The tip, see, it's kind of off. Actually, I probably have to recalibrate it, but it's not on there. And you get used to it though, like even though it's off like a 1/16 of a millimeter or whatever, because I don't know ruler measurements right now as I'm trying to talk. You know, it's off a little bit, you get used to it. So but that's pretty much it. As y'all know, I'm upgrading to a, God, what is it called? A 360 HP laptop, something like that. And I think you can also touch and move stuff around. But anyways, it's a laptop, but you can also draw on it. So I'm going to be using that when it comes in on the 20th. And after I use it for a while, I'll do a review on that and let y'all know. But yeah, this is a good starter display in my opinion. It does have pros and cons. Pros is the money. And it does have tilt. You know, it does have pressure. It's not on right now, but so that's the great thing. It does have those little specifics that is needed when you're making digital art. But then there's the cons that I told you about, but it's not that big a deal to me. And if you're looking for something similar to a Wacom Cintiq, but for like a lot cheaper, this is a decent one to buy. So there you go. That's about it. That's what I use. It's called the GAOMON PD1560. It's a 15.6 inch. Again, it's great for large stroked persons or short and long stroke persons. I do both. I do not do short. So again, you could probably get something like this and smaller if you only do little strokes. And that's it.